So a while back, I talked about snacks that we all enjoyed in our childhood. You know how these ice cream bars look disgusting, how Ritz Crackers Lunchables are peak eats, and when making this video I realized kids are pretty gullible. We all believed in the weirdest things, so let's talk about it. Easily the number one thing we all believed in that was comically fake was holiday mascots. You know, like the Easter Bunny and my most hated figure, the Toothfairy. I'm gonna be honest, out of all these guys, I never liked the Toothfairy. The Easter Bunny is whatever, it's Santa is real, shut up. The Toothfairy though, yeah, ill. I remember when my baby teeth really started falling off, and when I was broke watching some cartoons, I found out that if I put my tooth under the pillow, I'd get money. And as a broke boy, a tooth stimulus check was more than nice. So I put my tooth under the pillow. The next day I wake up and my tooth was gone. They YSL'd my shit. The Tooth Fairy was on her Jaw Krypton Morant mode and stole my tooth without giving me any money. I mean, shortly after I realized that almost everything falls on my bed. But still, ever since then I hated the Tooth Fairy. But something I didn't hate was Sonic the Hedgehog. I started making YouTube videos 10 years ago, and one of my first videos was Sonic. But it all changed in Christmas 2012 when Markiplier uploaded Sonic EXE. We all believed in at least one creepypasta as a kid, whether it be Herobrine, Slenderman. But this thing terrified me as a kid, and I was convinced Sonic EXE was real and he was coming. Looking at it now, the original Sonic EXE is easily the worst creepypasta game I've ever witnessed. But that's because I'm a grown ass man and I see Sonic creepypasta as prime nostalgia. Because as a kid, I've never been more scared of anything in my own life. Seeing my childhood icon be all bloody and edgy. But I'm gonna keep it a buck, the original game was actual ass, even back then.
Hey, what's good, y'all? Sephi here. Today we're playing Sonic the Hedgehog.
Ooh, scary. Oh my fucking god, this is so fucking silly, bro.
Sonic, I love you.
Hide and seek. Ooh, so we hiding from Sonic. Tails got those like wide eyes though. Like, he looked like he just did some crack cocaine like it's 1987 Ronald Reagan's. Hey, so, y'all know about China, right? Kids nowadays, when thinking of China, it'll be stuff like balloons. But for us, it was the Chinese middle finger. Growing up, I went to all Caribbean and black schools, and in elementary school, there were two ways to utterly disrespect somebody. Make them feel weak, and make them feel small. The first option was to call someone gay. The second option was to hit them with the Chinese middle finger. Just a quick question, which one of y'all made this up? Come on, you could be honest. Because an entire generation thinks that the pinky is the middle finger in China. And that includes me. I was a very impressionable child. If these childhood nostalgia videos keep popping off, I might make one dedicated to Diary of a Wimpy Kid, because from books, movies, anything, this was the GOAT. It doesn't matter if you were a 7-foot tall Shaq lookalike, the class clown who gets their humor from 9gag, the dropouts who go to school and act like it's WWE, or somebody who goes, "Oh boy, I love school learning." Everyone loved this book. Now, there was one thing we all believed in and was terrified in. The cheese touch. This cheese touch was an epidemic. Everyone was terrified of getting it. The only worse thing than the cheese touch was talking to the opposite sex and catching cooties. However, during this period, there were people who stood against everything the cheese touch stood for. And the 5-second rule was born. If anyone dropped a piece, just a crumb of food, we had kids running over faster than 2016 Braun to pick it up before time ran up. And honestly, I still don't know if this is true. But one thing I know for a fact was fake was the Pokemon Lavender Town song. Apparently, this song was cursed. You could get El Chapo's top secret stash dig straight from Sumapaz, Colombia, and it still wouldn't be as cursed as the Lavender Sound song. I won't get into it, but if you know, you know. There's one last thing I want to bring up. chainmail, chain letters, whatever you want to call them. I used to use Google Plus back in the day, and these creepypastas will sell your sanity for clout, and they were everywhere. I'll read one right now for you. Warning, carry on reading, or else you will die. Even if you only looked at the word warning, I hate you. Once there was a little girl named Clarissa. She was 10 years old. Someone will say, she said, do you love me? I tell her only partly. Yeah, that's very believable. Alright, that's it. I'm done here for today. If you guys want to see more childhood nostalgia topics, comment, warning, carry on reading, or else you will die. Later, gamers.
Welcome to Dark Souls, bitch!